I'm Chad McCoy. I'm Vice President over McCoy Lumber Company, a company that my father started in 1978, Jack McCoy. What we try to do, and what the Komatsu 931 XT and the 875, what it's enabled McCoy Lumber to do, is be more specific for our customers, that we can go to some of our farms and some of our timberland and really focus on what our customer needs. What the machines allow us to do too, to help the wildlife. So a lot of times when somebody's coming in and doing a timber cut, the only thing they want to do is take the higher grade material out. And with us and with these machines, we can actually go in, and it makes it more profitable for us to go in and take the lower quality timber out, which then again down the road will help the timber stand improvement. And there again, as far as with the safety, we'd have nobody on the ground now. So with these two machines, the 931, the 875, it was more of a safety issue than it was anything. Of course, it does pick up the production side, and we actually got rid of 3 pieces of equipment, and our production actually almost doubled. We were pleased with the 931 and the 875, but I think what sold it more than anything was Garrett and Jesse. They treated us good on price, and anytime we give them a call, it seems like they're always here the next day, or at least a phone call away. But we're really pleased to have those guys on our side, and it's always a nice feeling when you get up in the morning that you always have somebody to explain things and break it down for you, and whatever the problem is, they seem to make it pretty easy.
I'm Jack McCoy with McCoy Lumber Company in Peebles, Ohio. For a number of years, because of the way we manage the forest land, and we have a company, the goal of the company is to be sustainable forestry. So we looked at lots of different ways in harvesting. And so we've always done it in a conventional way with skidders and loaders and men on the ground doing the cutting. So a lot of things that we considered: the safety, the yield, the damage that's done to the forest in the harvest. So as we looked as the technology come forward, we were always looking to it, but we never acted on it because it still wasn't what we wanted to see. So we traveled to a lot of different locations looking at different types of harvesting. And so when we looked at the harvester and the forwarder, within those 2 pieces of equipment, we could see a lot of potential, but we didn't really know that if it would function in the hill ground that we have here and where our timber laid. So that was a big part. The other thing, we knew that long term, we wanted to have, again, a sustainable forestry practice, and in that we manufacture about 24,000 feet a day from the sawmills, and we own about 10,000 acres of land, and on that it produces about 24,000 feet a day. So through the buying of that land over a number of years, we have a high quality of timberland, because we were selecting in the way it was purchased. With that again in mind, we knew that to justify an investment in a harvester and a forwarder that would do the things that we wanted it to do, that it was going to have to be very unique. And so we found that in these 2 pieces. The flexibility that has been put into these machines through their operation again sets them apart from others. The strength that they have, the versatility that they have, and as well the service of Columbus Equipment Company to stand behind and give you the support that you need in that. So in talking to all the folks at Columbus Equipment, having them come out, we met many times, and so we came to the conclusion that this was the time to move forward, to basically put the pin in this cycle that we had. We had everything. We have the manufacturing, we have the market, we have the timber, but we wanted a more efficient and specific way to bring that product to our manufacturing. These 2 pieces, we feel, have allowed us to do that. We haven't had them very long, but we have studied them deeply, and to this point they're doing everything that we thought that they would. Speaking to those folks who are considering making that type of a move, there's lots of things to consider beyond the cost of the machine. That seems to be oftentimes the hindrance. But as they sit down and look at the advantages that it brings forward, if functioning in their process, I mean, it brings rewards for years to come. So, you know, when you're, especially if you own the property and you're coming back to manage it long term, you're going to be doing things in the harvest that are beneficial, but you may not reap the rewards for 12, 15 years away. Not that you're going to deplete your production on the front end. So if you can maintain and do better on the production and sustain your forest, and then reap those rewards 10 and 15 years away, it's going to be huge. So it's a long-term budget, it's a long-term pull, and you have to have lots of people lined up to support it. So, and then as hopefully, you know, we can look back on this in 8 and 10 years and share some of those things that would not have been reaped had we not had this equipment. So it's very, very encouraging for us as a small company to make a large purchase and to create this cycle that we need in sustainable forestry.